So this is what we will be creating today. First of all, open Procreate app. And the canvas that I'm using is basically A4 size. I'll quickly show you my settings. It is 8.3 by 11.7 inches. And layers that I get are just 11 and display P3 profile. And once this is done, go to drawing guide, turn on symmetry, vertical symmetry, and the brush that I'm using or specifically the brush set that I'm using is actually available for free, and I have linked it in the description below. Please feel free to go and use it for any purpose that you would like, but I would urge you not to use it for commercial purpose. It's only for personal purpose. So the brush that I'm using is watercolor lettering, but as you can see I have tons of other brushes also. Feel free to experiment with them. Now for the butterfly, first of all I'm choosing a dark blue color, and feel free to experiment with the butterfly shapes and by varying the opacity, or also by choosing any kind of shape that you would like. But I for this particular session of ours, I have chosen this kind of a shape. And then once this is done, create another layer and bring it below our the middle body of butterfly and turn on drawing assist, and then basically just create a shape. We will not be filling it in, we just need it as a guide. Lower the opacity of this layer and then create another layer, turn on drawing assist and choose any color swatch that you want. I would be using a blue, or the light greenish blue color, but you can choose any color that of your liking. This is one of the palettes that I use very often in my illustrations, so that's why I have it on. And I'm also using little dark color just to accentuate certain areas in the butterfly. But this is not jet black. This is a dark blue. Dark black, the black I usually do not use it in my illustrations because it becomes very intense, and that is not the look that I wanted here. But feel free to experiment with colors and shape of your butterfly, whatever you'd like. And this brush is very this is one of my favorite brushes actually, so feel free to experiment with it in the sense that it gives you very thin line as well as very thick line, as you can see. If you're not very happy with something, just double tap it on your screen and just create something with a different color. And as you can see, this is a very a very simple process. There's not much that I'm doing over here. We can obviously adjust the hue and saturation at the end once entire composition is done. For now, I'm not making any adjustment to the hues and saturation of the present colors. But as you can see that I am experimenting with the thickness of the lines and various placements also, and the color also should be uniform. Like if you're using blue on the top wing, and it should be also on the lower wing, so just so that it doesn't look different like from your original like it doesn't like, for example, what I'm trying to say over here is that the top part of the butterfly should not be different from the bottom part of the butterfly. It should look like it's part of the same thing. So and yeah, so I'm using dots over there, so I'll also use dots in the lower part of it. Once this is done, I'll again create one more layer, and then turn on drawing assist. and choose another color, lower the opacity, and create lines on it. So I have basically like wherever you can see gaps, I'm first of all filling it in, but later on in the areas wherein we have filled with color, I will be creating such lines just to make it a little bit more intricate. Also, I'm placing dots on random places just to make it a little bit more interesting. You can also turn off the drawing assist, and once this is done, you can group it. And if you try to duplicate it, it will say you cannot duplicate it because it will exceed 11 layers limit. So what I'll do is I'll basically flatten it. So once you have flattened it, I'll duplicate it. And just to enrich the colors, you can see we have got a lot of layers. I mean, you can choose overlay or any other modes over here. I will go with soft light. And once this is done, I'll just group it. So I'll just decrease the size of it. So once this is done, group it and turn on drawing assist and choose a white color. And what you need to do is, again, like I was mentioning earlier, create thin lines on top of these colors just to make it a little bit more interesting actually. So that I don't want the black to be so intense. So this is one way to hide it. Also, a white will look more interesting on the dark colors, dark color background. So as you can see, it is dark color. I mean, it's looking better over here. Now I'll choose a dark blue color, and then the color preferences apps. It's up to you actually which color you would like to use over here. I have chosen this dark blue purplish color, but you can choose any color that you would like. So I'm choosing different colors, whatever makes it more interesting on a particular color. And just to create a balance, if I'm doing it on the bottom part of the wing, I'm also doing it on the upper part of the wing, just to make it look more harmonious. So this is kind of done. And now I'll choose a light blue color, and I will choose the brush AR multi shape and increase the size, and then just fill it in the middle, just to make it a bit more interesting. Once this is done, you can change the hue of the background. I thought it was very light, so I'll be going with the dark color. Mostly I'll go for with the yellow. I'm just not able to find the true yellow that I want, yellowish orangish. So I'll just drop it, and it's a little dark, so I'll just go to hue saturation and just increase the brightness, increase the saturation, and shift the hue a bit. And I think this is okay, and I'll put it over and then I'll put it in this group. And once this is done, basically I'll create a new layer. So first of all, I'll decrease the size a bit. It's way for too big for this particular size. And then once this is done, go to that layer, turn on drawing assist, and choose any color that you would want. I'll again go with watercolor lettering, increase the size, and it's not showing too well on our background. So I'll just also, if you lift the pen once and again try to draw on top of it, uh, you will not like the results. I mean, if you are going for that kind of result, it's a good thing, but I would suggest you not to lift the pen and then try to create something, as you can see on your screen. Now this is done, create another layer, turn on drawing assist. So basically I'm trying to create a sun in the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect since we are going for a stylistic habitat of butterfly. Turn on drawing assist and then choose a dark color. And I'm drawing an eye over here. But you can do anything, whatever you want. The best way to do is start from the middle and then go towards the ends for the eyelashes part. And then also I am creating few pluses just to differentiate between the sun and the butterfly. Also, I'm creating the pluses where we have a solid yellow background. And then choose white and create the middle part of it. Once this is done, then it's time for us to create another layer. Turn on drawing assist, choose so I'm not very happy with the color, so I'll go with a dark color, blue, most probably greenish blue, and just create leaves. So I'm happy with the composition so far. It's just that the background is not looking that good with the butterfly. So I'm going to use little pinkish purplish color. So turn on the drawing assist one more time and just use pink in some places. So just to break the simplicity of our background. So now this looks pretty good. You can leave it be, but I would like to make a few changes. Choose a dark color and put the layer in that group and turn on the drawing assist. And then just create a sort of a black background around butterfly. Just to separate it from the background. Once this is done, you can choose any blend mode that you would like. I am happy with the normal. And so I will not make much changes to the blend mode. Normal works for me. But feel free to choose any other blending mode. And once this is done, create another layer, choose drawing assist, and just ensure that you place little white dots or something on the, because the black is too harsh actually. I just want a very thin line. So if yours is very thin, then you don't have to do this step. But in other cases, I would suggest you to do certain things like the way I'm doing, just to have a thin border around butterfly. Now this is done, I just want to change the little hue part of this butterfly just to make it a bit more pinkish. And so I'll just slide it towards left or right depending on what you want it. So round about there it looks good to me. So once this is done, this is my final piece, and you can print it or save it or share it on social media. You can also share the time lapse of it. And yeah, that's about it. So do let me know if you have any questions, and I will be happy to answer. See you soon. Bye bye.